Okay, so real quick, I bought my Kaer Morhen gear back and upgraded it to the Witcher leather jacket, and then I got a mod which upgraded it to a level 5 armor because I was like, this is kind of meh, and it's a level 2 gear, so thankfully there's a mod that allows you to kind of upgrade it to various level requirements, and since I'm level 6, I was like, alright, I'll get the level 5 one. So this is kind of nice. It doesn't have super amazing stats, but it's decent enough that I can continue to use it, which is great because I actually really liked it. I did enjoy having this on. It is one of the better looking gears out of the couple that I've had. It's not all poofy, it's just like, hey, I've got chainmail. I'm gonna stab things. I'm a witcher. Ah, and I like it like that. Before we go, let me just buy some stuff from this merchant.
What else you have?
Corpse teeth?
Yes, maybe there's something good. Alright, we have Amateur's weapon repair kits. I'll buy those. I already have saddlebags, and I guess that's really about it. Yeah. Let's go see Kiera.
So,
one day I'll play more Gwent. It's just such an intimidating thing. You know, you get 10 cards for the entirety of the 3 rounds. It's so opposite of what I'm used to, where you're just constantly drawing every time it's your turn, and maybe that next card draw will make a difference. Nope, you just gonna have to hope that your 10 are good against his 10. Nah. I'm sure it's fun like later on when you have better decks, but at the beginning when you have a pretty meh deck, not so much. Alright. Let us manual save just in case. Kiera!
The rats, why did he need them?
Bloody rodents. Better to have stuffed them with a poison or crushed them into a pulp with a shovel, but no.
Did you see what he did with them?
Yeah, did you see what he did with them? With the rats? Hey, Kiera. What the hell?
Kira, what are you doing?
Geralt. You gave me quite a start.
But now the mage says bring me rats and healthy ones. Not something the cat dragged in.
This the lamp from the elf's hideout? And what's this about rats?
Nothing important. I'll explain later. Now tell me, to what do I owe the pleasure?
You invited me. Said you had a question for me. Why'd you want a magic lamp? I'd like to buy something from you. What are you doing in Velen? Any word from the other sources of the lodge? Well, we already learned these. I'd like to buy something from you.
Bet the old witch who lived here left you a bunch of interesting sundries.
She did indeed. I gather you'd like a look.
Very much so.
Yeah, it's the only thing I care about. Whoa! She has a shitload of runes! Oh my! Okay. And various other items. Formula. Corbith. I have no idea what that is. Crafting a bomb that explodes on impact. Formula for crafting oil that can be applied. Might as well buy these, since I've learned that oils actually aren't all that bad. Lay out this lure to attract chorts. I don't know what a chort is, but okay. We're gonna take everything. Whoa, 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 whoa. Not that. Just the ingredients. That's all I'm caring for. Potion of clearance returns all spent ability points to the available pool so you can redistribute them. Ooh. I'm gonna buy that right now. I'm not gonna use it immediately, but just in case policy, because I've read that sometimes it can be hard to obtain it, and I don't like the sounds of that. If I want to respec, I should be allowed to respec. Alright. So I could buy some of these glyphs. Greater Glyph of Quen, Greater Glyph of Igni. I do like the sounds of that. Eh, why not? Spend my money. And then we have runestones. Place an empty sock in a sword to improve its traits. I could get this one. 15% sign intensity. I want everything. I want everything. Kira! What can I sell to you? This silver amber necklace? This gold ruby ring? Here, take them. Silver amber necklace. I need the money. So that way I can buy these things. Okay. So runestones that I like. I like the sound of sign intensity. I also like the sound of other things. Let's see. Alright, so we're gonna get the sign intensity one. And where's the attack power one? You know what? Never mind. All right, we're gonna hold off before I spend thousands upon thousands on stuff right now and then end up swapping weapons within a few levels. We'll just let that be. Now, does she have any dwarven spirits? Any kind of alcohol? No, not really. All right. All right. So what can we make? I can make a red mutagen, but I don't really need that. Let's look at our other items available. This is a cloud of Dimaterium silver that blocks magic and monster magic abilities. Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds awesome, but I don't know what particular enemies use that. Let's see, 10% attack power versus beasts. That might be pretty decent. Attack power versus Elementa, don't know what that means, but I'll make it. You might as well have all these oils, right? Vampires! Witcher's blood injures vampires and necrophages when they wound them. That's funny. Although I like the sound of the necrophages one. If I'm super desperate and I'm fighting like a ton of drowners and stuff like that, yeah, that'd be nice. Chort lure. Item needed to complete a quest. I don't know when. I don't know when. Okay, so if I want this, I mean, blocking magic's nice too. Fuck it. The worst that can happen is that I have an item in my inventory that I never use, right? But I'd rather have the item in my inventory never being used than end up running into a place where I need to use it and then not have it in my inventory. Yes.
Why do you want the lamp?
You just witnessed why. To communicate with lost souls.
Didn't know you were interested in that kind of magic.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Why'd the elf promise you the lamp?
We traded for it. He needed powerful magic and sensed I was no common wart charmer. I brewed him a potion. To delay nervous tissue degeneration, stave off memory loss or some such.
Who do you want to use it on?
He didn't say.
Intriguing. We'll find out more about him. But you had an invite for me.
Mentioned you wanted something from me.
I did, and still do. The Cursed Isle on Lake Windammer. You've heard of it, I'm sure. The local peasants mumble incessantly about it, about the wraiths that haunt it. They claim none who go there return.
How'd it come to be cursed?
That's what I don't know. I must break this spell, yet I've been unable to identify its source.
Gotta know something.
Scraps. The curse is somehow linked to the tower where Serard, the lord of these lands, took refuge when Nilfgaard invaded. Claims in the village are that peasants, desperate of hunger, sailed to Fyke Isle to beg for food. Met their end there. It was a massacre. So, will you please help me lift this curse? You're so good at these things.
Yeah. Flattery will get you a bit far with me, I guess. Why do you want to lift the curse?
Why are you so intent on this?
I'm not. The local peasantry is. The Isle, miss. You've got to lift the charm. You're a good witch, a great witch. There's no end to it.
Uh-huh. See, I thought you didn't care for the locals. The great witch you are.
I failed to lift the curse, and they could conclude I'm not so great. Not enough to conceal me from the witch hunters and risk getting sent to the gallows themselves.
What others think, your image, that's all you care about.
The point is, listen, I didn't flee to these wilds just to stupidly get caught because some bull with grit under his fingernails grows annoyed with me.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
So the peasants who went to the island for food, this lord had them murdered?
The villagers say he had them poisoned.
A real gentleman.
Well, I never met him, but he certainly didn't seem such a cruel man, judging by what a mage from the Isle told me.
A mage lived on the island? Did you know him? Where is he now?
We were friends. Sadly, he died that day as well. Very few survived. Yet even those who escaped the Isle soon suffered agonizing deaths. Strangely, they did not seem to have been poisoned.
Okay, well, hey, what's there to lose?
All right, I'll help.
I knew you'd find it irresistible. Naturally, you'll need to sail to Kyle.
Fine. What then?
Well, the spirits who wander the Isle, you must establish a rapport with them. Don't know how, but they could point us in the direction of the curse's source.
Think they'll be willing to chat?
Of course, provided you take my magic lamp with you.
Oh.
I shall let you keep it afterwards in appreciation. You'll find it quite useful, I'm sure.
That's convenient. I got a magic lamp with me.
Can't you just come with me?
I tried to go to Kyle once. Thought my head would burst, the curse's magic was so strong.
Nice of you to send me there.
I experienced an acute nasal hemorrhage. You stand to endure a wobble of your medallion at most. At Aretusa, they trained me to detect even the subtlest magic pulses. This was like getting smacked across my haunches with a grain flail.
Funny. Thought you'd go in for that sort of thing.
Take my boat. I left it on the lake shore near the village. Should be fit to use. Provided rot hasn't eaten it, as it seems to eat everything here.
I haven't used the boats yet. I don't know how well I'll fare on them.
How's the lamp actually work? I mean, do I just rub it, or do I have to do something, magical?
You needn't even rub. Just place it where you find bones and hear whispers. I suppose I should warn you, it might not be the most pleasant experience.
Figured as much. Tell you all about it later, maybe skip the drastic bits.
You'll need to do neither. I'll give you a Xenovox. It's a bauble that will let us speak over some distance.
Oh, convenient.
You will tell me what you see, and I shall tell you what to do and look for.
That is really super convenient.
So, where'd you get the Xenovox?
Found it in the mine along with the lamp. Thought it was part of the lamp at first. Didn't realize what I'd actually found until later.
Think it belonged to the elven mage?
Clearly. And I didn't even know the elves used them.
Never heard of a Xenovox.
It works just like a megascope, but is far more portable. Think of it as a magic box that talks.
They hard to build?
Extremely. That's why they're so rare. I certainly couldn't build anything like it.
So no chance these Xenovoxes will catch on with every mage using one?
Not the slightest.
Aw, that is actually a little bit of a shame. It could help them out. Or just, I could give them to everybody, and I wouldn't have to run all the way to them to tell them what's up.
I need to know anything else before I go?
No, that is all. Oh, go already. I can't wait to see what you discover on Kyle. Just be sure to come and see me afterwards. And Geralt. Thank you.
You're welcome. Also, thank you for the other items. You have a new quest item. Prepare it for use by placing it in an appropriate slot in the inventory panel, then selecting it from the quick access menu. So like here? Allows one to see and hear ghosts. Ooh. Whoa. My magic lamp. This is also kind of cool, just in terms of like creepy fucking lighting. I might just use this in general, not really so much for the ghost, but just to have like a green flashlight pretty much. Who needs a torch when I can just to speak to the spirits of the damned? And maybe not so slightly damned. Alright. Let us head over to the side mission. Is it under side missions? Tower full of mice. She was talking about rats before, so maybe that has something to do with it. Uh-oh. We have some drowners. Let me equip an oil real quick. I could also equip my runes. Let's see, okay. For now, we might as well. I mean, worst comes to worst, in like 5 levels, if I get better armor, I can always just buy another Greater Glyph of Igni. I'm sure I'll have the money for it. Let's see. I can also do something else. Sign intensity would be nice for these. Now, do I want Quen or more Igni? I mean, having a 20% Igni bonus just sounds really fucking nice. But having better Quen also sounds nice. Yeah, fuck it, we'll do Quen. Whenever I start upgrading it, I'm sure it'll come really in handy. Oh, right, applying oil. Alright. Now, I don't know, I don't know if cursed ones are considered for the race. Let me check that real quick. We can always look at the bestiary. I need to use this more often. Okay, so specters, they are vulnerable against specter oil. Okay. I wonder where I can find that. And then we have beast oil, which we get to use on all the animals now. Oh man, I'm being attacked by a bunch of things. Spook. Elemental oil. Ooh. Okay, that's convenient if I ever run into the golems again. Hybrids. The griffin's a hybrid. Let's look at this. All ghouls differ from normal ghouls in size, strength, coloring, and most importantly, intelligence. Whereas ghouls and gravers are primitive creatures unfit to plan even the simplest ambushes, all ghouls and their kindred, such as scimitars, are capable of forethought, and are thus much more dangerous. But how dangerous are they if I can smack them and kill them with a sword? Greetings, drowners! Okay, let's rumble. Although I'm not a big fan of... Ah, Jesus. Just how many are chilling out on the backside. That one went down quick, though. Come back! I need to kill you! Okay. So far, so good. All the drowners are dead. But they are underleveled in comparison to me, so... I'd hope I'd be able to handle them.
Come on.
Alright. Let us head to Kiera's boat, which is... actually not that far away. Good, alright. If I wanted to, I could just swim across the water. But we have Roach. We'll go the long distance. I wonder if those drowners were just there, or if they were supposed to be around Kiera's boat to distract me. I don't know. Oh boy. How do I get in this? I held B to, there we go, to jump on it, but then I dived instead. I'm trying to figure out what the hell I do here. With its raging rivers, deep oceans, and broad lakes nestled in mountain valleys, the world contains many areas inaccessible on foot or horseback. To get to them, you must either swim or sail. Look for boats along the shorelines and at locations marked with the harbor symbol. Be careful. If your boat smashes into rocks or other obstacles, it will become damaged and might even sink. Well, then I will try to do my best not to ram it. To take helm of the boat, press A. Press A where? On this backside area? Ah, here we go. Okay. And now we can progress forward. Go along, sail. I give you permission to respond to the wind. So where is Fike's Isle from here? Pretty decent distance away. But not too much to be unbearable. We might even stop by here real quick. Because it's along the coastline. You know what would be funny? If I could take Roach with me on the boat. Like he just sits there and just freaks out about everything. Well, horses are smart. They know what's up. Oh boy. You can fast travel while on a boat, but only to destinations accessible via a water route. To fast travel by a boat, open the world map panel and you can travel to any point marked with the symbol. Ooh. Oh. It has to be a harbor, though. Crap. Okay. Let me see. My sword still has oil applied to it. I don't know how long the oil stuff lasts. But it's infinite, so I can just kind of keep applying it, I suppose. Alright. I want to stab these drowners. Greetings, drowners! Bring on the fight! Okay. I didn't actually mean it like that. Ow, ow. Okay. I have bread. Everything will be fine. Greetings, drowner. Fight me. Dodge. Head. Ow. Pressing B to dodge is a lot more effective in that very tiny test right there where I can't actually tell what's going to happen. What the fuck? Is it a necker? No, it's a... Oh, it's a fucking water hag. Well, how do you like this? Okay. As long as I keep my distance and then just stun the shit out of her, everything will be fine. Ow. There. Dodge! Uh-oh. Ah! Woo! She almost got me there! Water hags are scary. But as long as I get on a knife and learn my way across things, everything will be fine. Alright. Ooh, flawless emerald. That sounds like something that'll be incredibly useful. Enhanced insectoid oil. Ooh, I can get better versions of oils too. Okay. I really need to dedicate myself to the life of potions and oils. But I'm a little bit worried about, like, the leveling side of things. Just because everything reads meh on the alchemy side of stuff, right? Like, with combat, you go, oh, I can increase my damage by 25%. Increase my crit damage by, like, 20 to 30%. All these things. Then you go to alchemy, it's like, increase your potion overdose threshold by 5. Oil applied to blades give a 3% chance of poisoning the target. Time is slowed down while arming bombs. Every known level 1 alchemy formula increases maximum toxicity by 1. If potion toxicity is above 0, time automatically slows down when an enemy is about to perform a counterattack. You know, just like all these things sound, okay, I can understand it. It's a lot of, once you level up a bunch, it's super worth it. But at the beginning, So, I continue what I said beforehand. I think if I ever do throw some points into alchemy, it'll be when I respec. What is that sound?